What's up, humans of the cardboard? Welcome back to Just Nuts, guys. Today we actually have the full reveal for Promotion Pack 2024. Honestly, I don't know that much about these. This seems to be the entire set for the OCG. It's a 5-card set. It's really small, but it's there. I don't know if this type of set normally has relevant cards, but we'll give them a read through. We'll see what they are. It's new cards, so we gotta hit them up and see how they do. So here we go. Starting off, we have a new illusion monster here. This is Festy Balloon. It's just like a balloon that's a clown, basically. He's a level 8 light illusion. Illusions are interesting, though. We'll see if it's any good. 0 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the third effect once per turn. If this card battles an opponent's monster, neither can be destroyed. Cool. Each time a monster declares an attack, this card gains 1,000 attack. Wow, that's a permanent gain, and it's not hard once per turn, twice per turn, thrice per turn, none of that. So technically, it's every attack, so even himself or any other monsters you control. So it can get really big. During your main phase, you can make this card lose exactly 5,000 attack, and if you do, destroy all other cards on the field. Funny card. I don't think this card's quite good enough. If this was maybe like a quick effect, it'd be a little more interesting, but to be honest, you have to resolve 5 attacks. I mean, I guess all you have to do is declare an attack, but you have to declare 5 attacks, have this card still survive on the field just for a 1 board wipe. And it destroys all other cards on the field. It's not even just your opponent's, it's your own as well. Just not a great card, to be honest. I don't really see this card seeing play as an illusion. And it's a level 8. How are you getting this on the field? It doesn't summon itself. Just a little bit awkward. So, I like the design on him. His design is cool, but he's just not very good. Next up here, we have Secret Stash Slipshod Squirrel. This is incredible. Everybody's always looking forward to that next nut, I guess, right? Alright, this is a level 1 Earth Beast. 2,000 attack, 100 defense. Small guy. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can target up to 3 spell or traps in your graveyard, banish them, and if you do, shuffle them into the deck during the end phase of the next turn. Second effect, during your standby phase, you can target one of your banished spell or traps, set it. This card's just like crazy slow, unless you're playing an archetype that where like the spells and traps being banished is like really, really good. This is really, really bad. It's so slow. Yeah, so outside of a world where an archetype comes through where it's like the spells and traps being banished lets you like go super plus, I don't really see this card being worth it. So funny though, right? Because it's like it's storing away the spells and traps are the nuts. They're storing them away for winter, and then they get them back during standby phase, right? When spring comes around. Cool. All right, next up we have Bazoo, the Soul Eater Beast, a new version of Bazoo, but in a rank 4. That's really funny. So this is a rank 4 Earth Beast. Rank 4, 2,500 attack, 900 defense, 3 level 4 monsters. Why you gotta do that, Konami? Why you gotta make any, like, it has to be crazy now. Any Exceed material detached is banished. Okay. Once per chain, if a monster card or cards is sent to the graveyard, you can detach a material from this card. Okay. If the last material is detached from this card, you can target up to 3 cards in the graveyards and attach them to this card as material. I guess that's supposed to be the effect that like is the payoff, is you're gonna get to like grab 3 cards from anywhere, which can include your opponent's cards, and then like even when your opponent's cards are used as material, when they're detached at least from this card, they'll be banished, so they don't get them back in the graveyard. Yeah, it just seems like so much pomp and circumstance, because you have to make this with 3 materials, and then you have to like resolve this second effect 3 separate times in 3 separate chains. I'm like, your opponent could just be making SP in that time and like banishing this card before you get to even resolve the third effect. So it's a fun card, but it it's modern day Yu-Gi-Oh! This one's not really holding up either. Next up here, we have Shatki. Oh, look at that. You got some cool stuff. Look at this on the background. I love it when they make cards like this, right? You have the ghost guy. You have this guy. Is he one of those little normal monsters? This is like the snowman maker eater thing. You have the super quant little rabbit guy. And you've got wind up mouse, I think, here. That's really cool though. I love like the lore behind that, and like getting a bunch of other artworks up in there. That's really cool. Alright, let's see, what do we do here? This is Shatki, a continuous spell. You can discard one card, then target one monster your opponent controls that has a level. Roll a 6-sided die and apply this effect based on the result. If you roll a number higher than that monster's level, destroy that target, then you can add one monster with the same original level from your deck to your hand. Also, you cannot activate the first effect of Shatki for the rest of this turn. If you roll a number equal to or lower than that monster's level, reduce that target's level by 1. Interesting. And it's not once per turn at all. So you just get to keep... So even if your opponent has, like, for example, like a level 12, right? You can literally target the opponent's monster and then just roll, reduce its level. Roll, reduce its level. Roll, reduce its level. Roll, reduce its level until you hit the... Until you get it down to the level you want. Or not even level you want, but low enough where you do finally roll higher. And then you can destroy it, then add a monster with the same level from your deck to your hand. That's pretty interesting. It's still probably just not good. Like, what's the payoff here? The payoff is a pop and an add. But the add is only contingent on going second. And, for the most part, and it has to match the level. You don't know exactly which level they'll be at when you finally, like, roll the number you need. So you're not even guaranteed to be, like, searching the exact type of card you need off of it. It's a fun card. I like that it's like a die. I honestly like appreciate this to some degree, just that it's a die roll card that eventually will do what it's supposed to do all in the same turn. I just don't think the payoff is like quite high enough to make this card overall worth it, but it's a fun card. I think in like casual status this card could actually be really good as a removal piece. Alright, and final card here we have is Shadow Trouble. We have like the Freeds on the right. This is Dark General Freed, and this is the other one. Normal trap, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls. Apply this effect based on the number of cards with that name in your opponent's graveyard. Apply this effect based on the number of cards with that name in your opponent's graveyard. If they already have one in their graveyard, you destroy it. If they have two in their graveyard, banish it. Based on the number of cards with that name. If there's 3 or more, banish it. Also, all cards with that name from your opponent's field and graveyard face down. That's very confusing. 3+? Oh, I guess if we're talking like a Cyber Dragon matchup, where archetypes where not at all times they don't not all the Cyber Dragons at all times count as Cyber Dragon, but on field or grave, Harpy Lady and Cyber Dragon are probably no, Harpy Lady doesn't count, but Cyber Dragon does, and I think there's got to be some others where they all count as the same exact monster name while they're on field or in graveyard. It's just not good enough. Like if it was changed around where like the first effect was 0, right? If you didn't have to have anything engraved and it just said, oh, this just targets a face-up card and destroys it. If they have the same card engraved, then you're banishing it with 1. And then with 2 or more, if it said, you know what I mean, banish the whole amount from field or grave. Yeah, I just feel like it's a little too lofty, right? Like, so can we not even activate this card? Or like, I don't even, like, if they don't have the same name card in grave already, like, this card does literally nothing, right? That's what it's telling me. So, yeah, I don't know about this one. This one's not... It seems like it could have been a card that's, like, decent, that gets more and more powerful if you're playing, like, a certain matchup, but I don't really see it here. So, Just seems like more fun stuff, but still, I gotta bring you guys these. There's new cards are new cards. You never know when we're gonna find like a real hidden gem in here. But for me, none of these are doing it for me. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted with more news as we go forward. We're finally into Alliance Insight with first reveals last night. Adding Nister looking healthy. But I'll keep you posted as we go forward. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel for all things Yu-Gi-Oh news, I guess. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.